Do you ever break out into fits of laughter because of how crazy everything is? That was the question I got. And it's like, well, it would be more fun if there was sort of an Uno element to the game. You ever play Uno? Uno is somewhat random, and there is a kind of a skill to it of sorts, but there's quite a bit of random to it, and it's more fun. Like, let's say with a group of people and you're all playing Uno, and you're just having a good time. Like, okay, that's fine. I mean, we can do something like that, and even if you didn't win a whole bunch, you still had a lot of fun. I think that it would be more fun, at least for me. I mean, I think that all of this nonsense would be more interesting if there was a bit more random chance to some of this stuff. See, right now, social mobility is supposed to have two parts to it. That means an up and a down, right? We always hear about the people starting from nothing and then working their way up, even though it's like usually you didn't really start from nothing, but fair enough, okay. But there also is supposed to be people that are supposed to be, reverse draw 4, right? And, like they're supposed to be, toppling, but they never seem to topple. It always seems to be the same people that are protected all the time. So it would be funner, I suppose, if we saw more of that. If we saw more of that reverse draw 4 element with a lot of our fake billionaires and politicians and what have you. Because it feels like less of a game and more of like, well, you're just enslaving a bunch of people and you're just forcing them to keep doing all of this. And you're doing this because you're actually also cheating on top of that. Now, the Orange Messiah seems to be just enamored with 1887 right now. So, okay, in 1887, how would a card cheat be handled? You sit down at a saloon, you order a whiskey, and you're playing cards with a bunch of guys there, and one of them is cheating. How would that guy be dealt with? Yeah. See, we're not dealing with any of those people now like that. Right? I mean, like we're not doing any of that. In other words, it would be a more fun game if it's like, oh, I'll pick on Elon just for a second here, just because he's always in the media. Like Elon lost it all, and then he's just down and out on his luck and everything, and he's at some breakfast counter at a diner or something, and someone says, didn't you used to be Elon Musk? And he's like, well, I still am Elon Musk. I just, I'm just not the rich version of Elon Musk. That would be a more interesting game to me than this. This isn't any fun. This is like, okay, if you're just going to throw cheating into the game and say, well, that's all part of the game is cheating. Okay, well, then you're going to have to go to the ultimate cheat, which is Article 2 of the Bill of Rights, which is the way I got to say that. Which means that, like, okay, so that means that Americans are going to have to go full 1887, like for real, because you're not allowing the game to actually function. You're not allowing for the down part of social mobility. It's always the same people that are always there, and it's always the same people printing money. So yeah, I do kind of laugh at it, but I think it would be funner if there actually was a game that was being played.